Hello and welcome back to another edition of the Medeek Wall plugin. My name is Nathaniel P. Wilkerson, and today I wanted to try using the Spline railing tool again for you guys. And this time we're just going to demonstrate editing the outline of a spline. So first off, we're going to start with a grid here, and just as before, we're going to take the Spline railing draw tool right here, click that, and up pops your menu. And to keep things simple, we're just probably going to use three control points. So we'll go here like this, like that. And honestly, it doesn't even matter really where these control points are. So I'm just going to set them like this, tangencies. All right, and then it should generate. Okay, so you notice that I turned off the middle post. Previously, I actually set that setting just so I wouldn't forget actually, but you can see right here that there are no middle posts, so it basically drew this entire railing with just a start and an end post, which is actually what we want because I just want to demonstrate very quickly the outline editing versus having to wait for it to regenerate with those middle posts. Okay, so we'll go ahead and close that out. So if you right click on this now, you'll be given a bunch of options here in the context menu. So you can edit it. Of course, I'll just bring up the edit menu and we can regen it. And then right here at the bottom, you can edit the spline railing outline. Okay, so this is just like the same sort of feature that you have within the foundation plugin and also with the complex roof module. So we'll go ahead and click that. And you'll notice that everything kind of disappeared. And actually, the geometry hasn't been regenerated yet. All the plugin has done is essentially hide the different layers so that you can see kind of this construction layer. Okay, and let's see, we're using SketchUp 2026 right now. On earlier versions of SketchUp, it would actually click into the group, but unfortunately, I don't think it does that anymore, and I may have to look at that. But that's fine. We can just click into this group, and we didn't. Okay, now we're in the group. Okay, so now once we're in this level, we need to actually click into this group, which contains the actual polyline. So as you can see, this polyline is within its own group. And if I try to click on it with this mesh or grid that's shown, because I've enabled a grid, it's going to end up clicking on that grid probably by accident. So the easiest thing to do, in my opinion, is just once you have it selected, right click and then hit edit group. Okay, so now you can see it's taken us into this group, and now we can actually select each of these single edges. So these edges are essentially defining the control points. Okay, so we have three control points, which are defined by the three vertices of these edges. So I'm going to leave the endpoints alone so as not to confuse the plugin. And all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to create, I don't know, just for fun, we're just going to kind of do something like this. And we'll throw kind of a W shape in there. Okay, so, and then what we want to do, of course, is we want to have just one polyline, right, that define just one contiguous line or polyline that has the control points. So we're going to have to get rid of these other lines, edges, and that's easily enough done. Okay, so now we should be good to go. So there shouldn't be any faces or overlapping lines, just one essentially a path, right, from start to finish. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 edges here now. Okay, so we can just, right from here, we can click out of it, or we don't even have to click out of the group, but I will anyways, just so you can see it. And then just go ahead and hit update. Give it a second to rebuild. And there we have it. Okay, as you can see, the start tangency and the end tangency were not affected by this editing of the control points. And again, as I mentioned in the previous video, there actually is no way to actually edit those control points. Technically, there actually is. If you wanted to get into the attribute library, you can see them there. And actually, I might show you that, because if you have the well, maybe I can't show you that because I don't have it installed on this version. Anyways, let's see. Christina Eneroth has an interesting plugin. I think it's free still. You can get it on the extension warehouse. And so basically what you can do is you can install that one, and it can allow you to actually view and edit the attribute libraries for any of these assemblies. And within the attribute libraries, you will find the 2 points, the control points that basically set up the tangency points. But I will probably have to add in a tool or some way that you can edit those tangency points. So that is something for future work. So anyways, that's pretty much it, you guys. Just wanted to show you how to edit the outline for a spline railing like this. And if you have any good ideas or any suggestions to make this a better tool, please let me know. I'm always available by email or by phone. All right, we will talk to you guys later. Thank you.